I'm going to go ahead and divide the hair now where I started. You have to work, like I said, pretty fast. You must work the hair through now. So the relaxer could go ahead and take and be straight. You want to work the comb through and work it like this. It's very important for you to focus on what's going on here. If you notice, she still has wave. This relaxer is not done. You will know when the relaxer is done when you don't see a wave in the hair. That hair still has wave. You continue to proceed to go ahead and comb through. And even though it's touching now the scalp, is okay. You're working pretty fast, and this is the way I want you to work. I want you to work really fast in sections, big sections, pushing it like that, lifting it. Don't try to comb that scalp. Just go like that, up like this, and do the same in this area. Okay, let's work it like that. Make sure that relaxer is nice and straight. Okay, so by making it straight, you have to work it through. You can't leave the client just sitting there. I don't believe in that. You know, some people do. That's okay. I prefer to work it through to make sure I straighten out the curls. Now she's going to process faster because her hair is wavy. I want you to know that if you had a client with much curlier hair, it will be a lot harder to process her. It wouldn't be as easy. You will see the wave not really taking, and you might have to work it through a couple of times. I'm going to work this relaxer through her hair at least 2 more times, meaning I'm going to divide her hair, and I'm going to proceed to do this here twice, all the way around her head. Then I'm going to go ahead and check it and see if it's taking. And if it is, we will go ahead and rinse it out. But if it's, again, if it's really curly, you will work it a little bit longer than you are here with her now. You're going to work hers a little less because she has more wave. Again, I'm going to go now to the front, working fast, and coming over here, dividing it quickly as I can, and just go like this, dividing in the section before, and maybe you want to push the section that you were back away from you, back away like this, and go on to the front now to proceed to go ahead and keep relaxing. Okay, if you notice she is relaxed totally, I just want to let you know, see that she is totally relaxed, and that this before, as you noticed, it was very curly when I first started, and it's not now, it's straight. So she is ready now to rinse and neutralize. But you want to check the hair, make sure that you went ahead and curled it properly. This is what it looks like. I'm going to lift it up again and show you so you get a good view of what that hair looks like with the cream a little bit off. See that? There's no wave in there. It's completely straight hair. I didn't go all over the hair because, again, her hair is color treated, and I will not do that. I'm rinsing out her hair. Make sure you rinse out this hair real well. Hair like this customer here is very difficult. You know why? Because she's got plenty of it, and you don't want to leave any relaxer in the hair because relaxer can remove hair. It becomes like a hair remover after a while. So you don't want to leave any relaxer in the hair, no residue. Go ahead and bring your client, go ahead and put your hand here to rinse out your client's relaxer right close to the hairline. Rinse that hairline first too. It's very delicate. The hairline and the hairline is always finer. As I was saying before, I'm going to go ahead and rinse out this hair. I want you to open it in there real well, dividing the hair, opening in sections because relaxer is very thick. Lift up the client's hair and make sure you rinse it out for at least 5 or 6 minutes before you apply your neutralizing shampoo. Okay, so then you can apply it, but you want to lift up that hair and get it, picking it up in the middle like this because she's got a lot of it. Some people that have fine hair, you might not have to do this to because their hair is fine. That's okay. But with this thick hair, you want to be safe, and you want to go ahead and leave it nice and clean without relaxer. Okay, so go ahead and proceed to do this, rinsing out some of the base too. You had the base up here, going like this to the hair, and making sure that you lift the back part too, because you might have gotten, you know, the relaxer is going and rinsing it through, so you're going to get relaxed on those ends too. Just pick it up like this. I'm going to go ahead and put a generous amount of neutralizing shampoo in my hands. Okay, so that's a good amount right there, maybe a little bit more. And you're going to go ahead and put it in the front and in the middle like this, placing it all over the hair, going in between that hair, lifting up the head, opening up the hair, and just moving it around. You know, move it around like this. Put a little bit more in the back of the hair. Okay, and just move it around. Don't scrub too hard. Just enough to clean the client's scalp. and don't use your nails, okay, or just your fingertips. And go ahead and use your fingertips here like this, putting your fingertips through the hair, in between the hair, in the back of the hair, lifting and moving it around. You want to go ahead and clean that hair and make sure you get all that relaxer out. So we're going to do that like this. They love this too. This is the best part. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse out this shampoo off her hair. And it didn't lather much, but that's okay. I'm still going to go ahead and rinse that out. The first shampoo is not going to give much of a lather. It's just not going to. Okay, don't expect it to rinse out completely with a lot of suds or anything like that. You're probably going to have to shampoo this head 2 to 3 times. At least, actually with her, 3 times. Why? Because again, she's got a lot of hair. I usually neutralize the hair twice with a shampoo, and that's it. Some people like to use a cleansing shampoo right after neutralizing because the hair might have a little bit of residue from the base, and so they use a cleansing right after they use a neutralizing shampoo. But again, I'm going to go ahead and use about this amount and spread it out through her hair and move it around like this and massage it in and wash her hair, scrubbing it like this. I went ahead and neutralized her hair with the shampoo. Notice, like I said, it's a little green from the relaxer, but I'm checking it to make sure that I didn't leave any relaxer in there and that it's well clean, which it is. Now the next step is to condition the hair. Her hair, you have to see what it's like or feel it, and if you were doing it right now, you were touching it, you'd feel that it would be dry. Her hair is dry because it is color treated. So for this kind of hair, I would do a deep treatment right after a relaxer. You can do different types of treatments and conditioners when it comes to relaxed hair, but if the hair is dry, do use something with a moisturizing mask. If the hair is soft and maybe the relaxer, left the hair very porous and like the hair is not really doing a lot of elasticity, it's kind of really stretching out, which means it's like spaghetti when it's overdone. That means the hair would need protein after the relaxer. So we're going to do moisture. Okay, I've gone ahead and taken my big brush and I'm going to just go ahead and brush her hair like this and pick it up and dry it to the ends like that, keeping it a little bit away from the hair. I actually sometimes put this onto it and go ahead and screw it on so that way the hair doesn't have a lot of heat to it. So let's go ahead and do that, and if I can get this on, and if I can't, that's okay, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and turn that back on. It's going to apply less heat and less damage to the hair by doing this. And again, I'm going to go ahead and take my brush and push it out like that. Wide like this, okay? You don't want anything too wiry because it can break the relaxed hair because the relaxed hair is very tender, very delicate. Okay? Stringing it up, bringing it down, keeping it up, heat from it like this. And turning it. I tried her hair very fast with a flat brush. I didn't pull the hair too much, took my time, just because her hair is relaxed. I don't want to do too much with it. But since I'm using a flat iron, I didn't have to get too fancy with the blow dryer. I'm using a flat iron to get the look that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and use a flat iron that for relaxed hair is not that hot. You can use something that's maybe 300 to 250 degrees because her hair is relaxed. If it was not relaxed, we use like 400, 450 easy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use a nice, good flat iron and take it down nice and easy. Stroke it one time. Just look at the hair, make sure that it's in good condition, and do it one more time. It should be fine. And that's the way it should look when it's done. Nice and soft, and it's relaxed now, so you shouldn't have any problem. I'm going to do another segment here, over here. And just taking it and notice how the hair is nice and straight and pretty. Okay. Okay, so I took a flat iron and I put some body in this beautiful hair, and as you see, we created a style. Okay, that's pretty and it's straight. And this is what I did with this relaxed hair with just a curling iron. Just a flat iron, just by twirling it and twisting it, I got this beautiful body and this beautiful curl to this hair. I also like to add that after a relaxer too, you want to add a little sheen to the hair. You know, a little gloss. It's always helpful. It adds a little moisture to the hair, and you can play around with it while you're spraying this beautiful gloss in the hair. There's many out there in the market. And here we have this hair here. And again, I took this iron and I just twirled it and made a curl like this to get the curls to get in the ends, as you see there. Okay. On behalf of Esper Village, thanks for watching.